Hello and welcome back to Bonafide Acoustics, and today we have QKZ VK4 single dynamic driver IEM. It is quite inexpensive and it has some flaws and it has some very good pros in my opinion, and I will talk about it in a few seconds. So this is the packaging, quite simple, quite small. VK4 is the brand model number. It supports DSD. I didn't knew that IEM supports DSD, high res audio. And apart from these stupid um, DSD and everything, the insignia and their motto and whatever they are saying, future of audio, these are very great IEMs. Just don't look at the packaging and don't focus on it. It is just like the blonde VL03. So the pin type is 0.7 millimeter, 3.5 millimeter is the jack, 1.2 meter length. Frequency response is from 20 to 40, and I can say that they go around 20. And I do hear a somewhat of a rumble from at 15 hertz. Even I can hear around 15 to 16 hertz. I cannot hear it, but I do feel it because I have tested myself. So these do go quite low. Impedance is 16 ohm and the sensitivity is 105. Pretty okay. So this is the package, quite stiff. So the IEMs. I do not talk about the pricing of the IEMs because it is subjective in my opinion, and I am not here to sell you any stuff. I am just here to review things and to give you a better decision over what the IEMs are and what they are capable of. I do not tend to hype any IEM for its price, or I do not hype any IEMs for its whether the company supports me or not. I don't care about that. So aside from that, the cable is just like the KZ counterparts, but it is somewhat better because it is not that stiff and sticky sort of feeling. It is sticky and stiff, but it is not at the level of the KZ cable. So it is 4-pin cable, and the reason it is 4-pin because it supports a mic. It doesn't come without a mic. I specifically said that I don't want a cable with a mic, but they didn't have any cable without the mic. So yeah, there you have it. The reason why I specifically asked for without mic is because I usually don't use IEMs with mic. I don't know. So the cable is okay, quite good, flimsy, but I can say that it is quite comparable to the ICO cable, which is just like that. If you can pause over here, take a screenshot and anything, and go to the ICO's cable, it is somewhat similar. So the cable is okay. The IEMs. Let me talk about the tips, because this is the thing I really want to talk about the most. Because in my opinion, humble opinion, you should buy the VK4 just for the tips, because the tips are that great. Yeah, the tips are definitely in its own price setting bracket. So these are somewhat soft air tips. They do shape, and they have the same shape and size of one another, but these are quite soft air tips. These are literally quite hard air tips. So you can see in the pictures in the video that it is a quite um, big diameter of the silicon. It is a comparatively smaller one in diameter. Apart from that, they are pretty same. The sound signature tend to change a slight bit, but for me the sound signature usually don't change because I have sort of a very weird A shape and size. It is quite big. So I usually find myself using all the time the biggest tip I could find in any IEMs that come with. So yeah, apart from the tip, they are really great, and they are so great. I would say that just buy the IEM for the sake of the tips. These are that great tips because they are not selling them separately. So the IEMs are simple plastic IEMs, and this is the dynamic driver, and this is the proof. It shows that it supports DSD, hi-fi dynamic. So about the sound signature, well, these are, in my opinion, humble opinion, these are better than blondes by quite a margin. And by the reason I say these are better than blondes because they have a slightly brighter signature. They have somewhat of a forward treble. They are V-shaped IEMs, to be honest. Blondes are not V-shaped IEMs. They are mid-centric IEMs, but they are dark. These are not V-shaped IEMs. Oh, these are not mid-forward IEMs. These are literally V-shaped IEMs. The female vocals are laid back compared to the male vocals, and the treble is somewhat forward and brightish. It has a 8 kilohertz peak. I am sensitive to 8 kilohertz, but it doesn't have that forward of a 8 kilohertz peak. So these are my initial impressions considering the AVK4. I did use them for quite a while. These are really great IEMs if you are not very, you can say, into mid-centric sound or dark sound. You should really consider them. Checking out or listening to them if you can find them. They are relatively quite cheap against the BL03, and they are better than BL03 when it comes to bass because these have sub bass focus. The BL03 is somewhat mid bass focused, not sub bass focused. So the BL03 sometimes sounds, not sometimes, most of the time sounds quite congested as compared to the VK4. The staging is also better on the VK4, but that is a somewhat graphical staging because the VK4 is V-shaped IEMs and the BL03 is mid-centric IEMs. So the stage is giving you a psychoacoustic illusion that it is a big stage, but it is not a big stage. It is relatively average stage or smaller, but it is bigger than the BL03. So these are my initial impressions of the BL03, the VK4, sorry, and I will give you a complete description of what these IEMs are well suited for: tracks, genres, staging, imaging, and their whole frequencies chart. Do check out my older videos and other videos, and thank you for listening to Bonafide Acoustics.